Hello everyone, welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean Collins, and helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So it's that time again. It's time for the monthly Tarotscope readings for May 2022. And as most of you know, the reason I use the North Node by sign and house as opposed to your sun, moon, or ascendant sign is that it's recognized in astrology. Your North Node is your North Star, the path that you're supposed to take in this lifetime and the lessons you're supposed to learn. So it's much more relevant to your everyday life. If you're unfamiliar with your North Node, there's going to be a link in the description box below that can show you everything you need to know. So let's get started on the readings. Okay, so this is going to be your monthly Tarotscope readings for May 2022 for everybody with their North Node in Pisces and or the 12th house. And while I'm shuffling, I want to invite you to close your eyes if you would like, take some deep breaths, relax into it, really connect to the reading while I'm doing the connecting to the energies. So let's get started. I'm going to connect right now. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so the spread on this side of the table represents the first half of the month, from the 1st to the 15th, and this side over here represents the 16th of the month to the end. So this month, a big theme for you, North Node in Pisces or in the 12th house, is memories and things that you are dealing with and working with from your past. Not only the past in this life, but I think that we're working with past lives, lifetimes. And so memories are a really big thing for you right now. You are probably having very active dreams, working through a lot of things, a lot of like old memories you're working through and healing. And remember, memories, we have positive memories and we have negative memories. So don't ever forget the positive ones, because we do, learn and we get benefit from them. So one of the things you're working with this month in working with these memories of the past and learning from them is you are learning to not block them from your life, but accept them as part of experience. And I feel like this month, big time, there's going to be things, especially from your childhood, that is, coming up for you. It makes sense with this, Taurus eclipse that we were having, here at the end of April. And a lot of these things are being churned up for you. Now, the first half of the month, what I'm seeing in particular is I'm seeing there's like an impatience that's going on in your life. But what has been going on with these memories and with this kind of impatience is it's like a refining process that's going on in your life big time. And this has been happening for, I can see like a few years now. You've been on this path of, you know, refining. Okay. Now, Pisces, and especially the 12th house, rules everything liquid, and not only water, but it rules like oils, it rules petroleum, even like liquid gold or mercury in a sense. Anything that is of a liquid nature, or that can get to a liquid nature. And a lot of these liquids are refined and purified. And I feel like everything that you've been going through, it might seem like it's been a deterrent in your life, but actually what I'm seeing is, with this high priestess here, this is the refinement that's coming. On the high priestess card, with these Rider-Waite cards, there's all sorts of, imagery touching on, everything from astrology to Kabbalah, to lots of different, occult and esoteric teachings. But one of the things here, the two pillars, the black and the white pillar on either side of the priestess, is, on one level, it is balancing, just like the yin yang symbol in Taoism. It's balancing all the polarities in your life in becoming who you are and in growth. And then you see on the card, the pomegranates, growing behind the high priestess. And the high priestess, much like the magician card, is a card of one level of mastery. And so I feel like, this is what a lot of you have been going through, that it's this refining process. Remember, 12th house Pisces is about refining. It's about purifying, moving toward that. With the Virgo South Node, okay, you've come from the purification of past lives, and in your life, in the past, in this life also. And it's been this refining process. Now, specifically, what's going to happen this first half of the month is, I feel like a lot of headway is going to be made in the things that you do in the world, or the things that you are producing in the world. You have the Three of Pentacles here. Someone, an artisan, being recognized for their work. It doesn't necessarily have to be an artisan. You could be a stockbroker, you could be a healer, you could be whatever, a chef, whatever it is, or an artist. But what it is, it's being recognized for the gifts that you have as part of this refining process. And as you have been refining yourself over these past few years, and throughout your whole life, actually, going through this purification and refining, and opening yourself up to the potentials that you have inside you, this refining process is spilling over into what you do and what you produce into the world. Now, the first half of the month, there's a couple of things that I wanted to mention, because part of this refining process, as I said, your North Node, ruled by Pisces and the 12th house, it also rules like, the great abyss, like deep, dark oceans, every corner of the universe. And some of these things, as they're opening up, and this refining process can be a little bit uncomfortable. And so I'm seeing, like, if you've been experiencing like, weird dreams or like nightmares, you have like the two advice cards, the Nine of Swords and the King of Cups reversed. Okay. And so, when the King of Cups is upside down, he has all the power, the emotional power, that he's always had, but the power is either too diluted or it's too powerful, like a raging bull or a stallion or something that can't, or even like to take a Neptunian twist, like a storm at sea type of a thing. So the power is there, but it can really kind of throw you. Okay, so this refining process, if you're going through this, remember to ground yourself through this. So when you wake up in the morning, if you've had like a bad dream or whatever, or a series of them, just ground yourself, take some deep breaths, and realize that that's what's going on right now. And I feel like this process is a very personal process. Like a lot of times in readings, I'll see other parties involved, but this is a very personal journey for you, the first half of the month. Now, moving on to the second half of the month, the other part of this refining process is being able to take you out of some stuck energies. And so the second half of the month, from the 16th on, I feel like there's going to be like a breakthrough or a few smaller breakthroughs that add up to a big breakthrough. And it's breaking up some energy that was stagnant. So it's almost like a rebirth in a sense. Now you have death reversed, and that's why I say these energies, I do believe that it's like you've gone through this transformational process, like, a death and rebirth, and you're coming out. And again, it's interesting. Look at the two cards that came up. So right in this position, we had the High Priestess, and then now we have the Magician, okay? And now you're taking that inner power, what you're learning to do, and you're learning to use it in the world in a practical way and to your benefit. And that's what's coming up. So there's a breakthrough. Now, it's really important that you remember through this process to make sure that you're using the energy and the skills and everything as you're doing this refining process. It needs to be like used and put into practice. That's what I'm getting for you big time, because you don't want to go stagnant. That's what this whole process is it's becoming unstagnant. It's unlocking the power, the beauty, the creativity inside you. Okay. So what's going to happen the second half of the month is, I feel like, again, there is a thing where a lot of this could be burdensome to you. Okay, I've got the 10 of Wands here. Now, the other thing that's coming up big time is that this is going to cause a lot of you to, with the 7 of Cups here, it can cause everything from a clarity of like knowing where you want to go and where you want to take things during this inner refining process, okay? Or it could cause some of you, if you haven't really gotten past the uncomfortableness of, as I said, that stormy sea, or kind of going into those, maybe dark recesses of the mind, it could cause a little bit of like emotional confusion. Excuse me. But the way out of that is, remember, this is a process of refining, and take what you're learning and just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward on the process. Don't get hung up, because as I said, it can be uncomfortable. And a lot of this has to be tied into, as I said, these deep memories. Like, it's like making a connection of like, okay, I've come this far and I've made decisions in a certain way, and I'm going through this process. Excuse me. Maybe I need to start thinking about the past differently, but doing things differently than I've done in the past, thinking in a different way than I've thought in the past. And so when you do that, that's what you're doing. You're saying, okay, I'm taking these memories and I'm learning from them and learning to be a better me. Because that's what all this is. These memories are just showing you like, wow, look how far I've come. You know, I've made these strides. I've gone through these experiences. And, you know, that's really what your path is. It's the path of experience. It's the path of expanding, okay, and moving out into the world, as opposed to the Virgo South Node of, you know, contracting and focusing. Okay, now you're opening up. You're opening up, and you know, it's like, you know, it is like the image that came to me was like you know, opening up a dam. You know, um, when you look at what a dam is, like a large dam, it generates power because all of that water, liquid, Pisces 12th house, like we talked about, all of that water is being held, and there's immense pressure on that wall, okay, but it's being held, and then it's being you know, funneled through different openings in that wall, and it's being regulated, and it actually generates power, right? And so that's what this process is. It's refining it, and it's like you're in the process of building a dam, okay? And the dam isn't stopping the water, it's just regulating the flow. And when you see that power, that's the power that you have in this lifetime, okay? You can use it to whatever ends, you know, makes you happy, to whatever, you know, your path is. This is just a great power, okay? And so this is what you're building on, okay? This is like really big stuff. And this is a very personal path, and this is going to be an internal path, you know, this month. But yeah, what I do see happening is near the end of this month, you should feel, for a lot of you that are really on this path, okay, you should see way more creativity, way more optimism, way more being able to see like the big picture. And if you get to the end of, you know, May, okay, and maybe you haven't experienced that, that's okay, because everyone is, with this North Node, you're on your own personal path. The way to get back to that is, remember, use your memories to your advantage. The bad ones, you survived those bad ones. The good ones just added to you, but they all add to you, okay? And remember that your life right now is a refining process. And as you move forward, the refining process can be uncomfortable. Don't get hung up on being uncomfortable, okay? Don't get hung up on, you know, letting your mind play tricks on you, and don't drown in that, you know, tempest, okay? But do this process, and then you start to control, okay, that watery power that you have, and you're going to see it's really, there's like, you could become unstoppable, really, okay, because the universe is open to you in this lifetime, for sure, for your North Node, okay? So anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you and you found some value in it. Really powerful, transformative month for you North Node in Pisces in the 12th house. So thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. I really appreciate it. If you'd like a personal reading, there's going to be a link in the description box below, and you can grab some more information on that. And again, thanks for watching. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings.